Hello, everybody. Hebro77 here. Hebro. 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 Bro. That's He-Man plus brother, because I call everybody brother, because everyone is my brother. Brothers and sisters. And of course, He-Man. Of course, bro is another term for man or dude. So, I could have called myself He Dude or whatever, but, whatever. He-Man is, of course, you got he and then man. But anyway, and 77, that's for the year I was born, 1977. And it's also the same year Star Wars came out, 1977. I think I need to power up here. Hold on just 1 second. I need to power up, because the subject I'm going to be covering here today, very touchy for some, very edgy for most. So let me just go ahead and power up real quick.
By the power of Grayskull.
By the way, that's how you do a transformation, just in case anybody wants any tips or anything. So, let's dive right into it. I saw an abomination last night. I saw the first 5 episodes of Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe. It's no longer He-Man and the Masters of the Universe anymore. It's just Masters of the Universe Revelations. Masters of the Universe Revelations. Yes, indeed. For many weeks and months now, I keep wanting to say He-Man, because as we all know, He-Man was a big part of the original series. A big part. Not only the original series, but the comic books, the toy line, I already said comic books, the cartoons, the original cartoon made in Filmation from 1982, not 81, 82 to, hold on a second. No. No. I want to be completely accurate. Because you see, Kevin Smith, unlike you, us true fans of the original series actually own copies of all of the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe episodes on DVD. Every single one of them. The entire series, the entire first series. And a lot of us own copies of the 2002 series. So I want to make sure that I'm completely accurate and not full of shit. But I'm going to say 82 to 84 or 83 to 84. I'm not going to say exactly, because even though I'm the hugest He-Man fan ever on the show, but somewhere between 82 and 83, or 84, I should say, is when She-Ra came into play. So it kind of continued the series. So this is where we get confused at. Plus, I think by the time I started watching He-Man and the Masters Universe, it was in reruns. It was on syndicated television. So I didn't actually watch the original run of the original series when I was a child. But I had all the toys. I had He-Man, Skeletor. Those were the first two toys that I ever got as a child growing up. He-Man and Skeletor. And I don't remember what year that was because I was a tiny little kid. So I couldn't tell you, Kevin Smith. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that you were not a fan of He-Man and the Masters Universe, as you claim to be. And I know to you, Kevin Smith, I know to you, He-Man and the Masters Universe is just another project. It's just another paycheck. It's just another bag of weed in your pocket. And I know that you, Kevin Smith, you were probably smoking something when you came up with this script. Which, I'm not against smoking. You know, I've smoked weed time or few or two in my day. And it's, you know, it's relaxing. It could be thought-provoking. It could be a creative drug. But sometimes, Kevin Smith, we can smoke too much, which I know you tend to do sometimes. And you were probably sitting there with your friend Jason Mewes or whoever the hell it was in your writing room, your big fancy studio, whatever, because you know you're living it up in Hollywood somewhere, producing all this shit. And while you're producing all this shit, I'm sure you're high off of your ass, sitting there going, you know what would be cool? It'd be cool if we killed off He-Man. What would really be cool is if we killed off He-Man and then took Teela, who, by the way, was a beloved character. Did I mention heavy spoilers? Heavy spoilers ahead. There's going to be heavy spoilers. Spoilers throughout this entire fucking video. I'm sorry. But it would be cool if we killed off He-Man and we just tossed him to the side like a rag doll, like a piece of shit. And then it would be cool if Teela came in and her gay lesbian friend, and if she has a gay lesbian friend, I have no problem with that. That's fine. Whatever. It's 2021. I get it. But it would be cool if we did away with him. Much like Rian Johnson did away with Luke Skywalker. He took Luke Skywalker and just tossed him to the side, destroying his character as well, essentially destroying Star Wars. But we won't get into that. No. This is different than Star Wars, Kevin Smith, which I know you're a big fanboy of those movies. The new ones. Because you're over there sucking their dick over there at at Disney, just as you're sucking people's dick over there at Mattel now. Kevin Smith. We've all seen you cry over Star Wars. Star Wars killed a very beloved character too. And it was not a deserved death. Not a well-deserved death. Not like, you know, how do we kill off Han Solo? Oh, he's going to get stabbed through the heart by his own son. With oh, is it going to save anyone? Is it going to save the rebellion? Is it going to help them fight against the evil empire? No. Just because. No reason. Just to show that his son Kylo Ren is evil. Ben Solo, Kylo Ren. To show he's totally turned to the dark side. Show how fucking evil he is. Well, what about a send-off? Is any of his family going to be there? Is Princess Leia going to be there? Is Luke going to be there? No. Just Chewbacca. Chewbacca and, you know, a couple of droids we don't even fucking know. And, you know, all the new characters. They'll be there. Yeah. Because, you know, that's the way to kill off an established character. Oh, and I'm sure He-Man's not really dead. I know he's going to bring him back. Because he already brought him back once. And then he fucking killed him again. At the end of the 5th episode. Kills him again. Here's Skeletor. Skeletor is now ruler of Castle Grayskull. You know, you had a cool idea. I'll give you that. You had a cool idea. What if somebody, what if everyone knew He-Man's secret? What if everyone knew that Prince Adam was He-Man? How would he deal with that? How would him and Man-at-Arms and the people who kept the secret? By the way, dumbass, only 3 people knew the secret. 3 people. Not 4 people, as it says in your stupid intro. 3 people. Did you not watch the intro of the original show? Here, let me refresh your memory. Let me take you down memory lane here. 3 people.
And the masters of the universe. I am Adam, Prince of Eternia and defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my fearless friend. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull!" Cringer became the mighty Battle Cat, and I became He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Only 3 others.
Did you hear that? Let me rewind that a little bit.
Only 3 others share this secret.
3 others. 3 others shared his secret, you idiot. Fucking moron.
3 others share this secret. Our friends, the Sorceress, Man-at-Arms, and Orko. Together we defend Castle Grayskull from the evil forces of Skeletor.
3 others. 3 goddamn others. But oh no, 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 no. We're going to go with the narrative that 4 others shared this secret. Because you decided to include Cringer. Cringer was part of the secret. Fan of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, my ass, man. Anyway. So, yeah. Okay. You say to me, you may say to me, but Hebrew, it's just a TV show. You can you still have He-Man and the Masters of the Universe on DVD, like you showed. You got it on box set. It's on YouTube for free. You can watch the original show. This isn't for you. This isn't for the original fans. This is for new fans of the show. This is for new fans of the series. Oh, yeah? Well, who the fuck are they? Who are the new fans you're trying to introduce to Masters Universe, Kevin? And if it's not for fans of the original series, then why was it advertised like that? You know what this is? False advertising, Kevin. False fucking advertising. Did you know there's a law against false advertising? Did you? I mean, you know, technically, I guess if we all wanted to, we could all sign petitions and take it up with the Board of Consumer Reports and say that we were all ripped off and sue the hell out of Netflix if we wanted to, really. I mean, technically, it's false advertising. You said this was a fan for the fans of the original series. Really? I'm a fan of the original series. And there's about 500,000 other people out there who are fans of the original series. Let me tell you something. To you, this is just a paycheck. It's just a paycheck. You know what? I honestly think you were trolling us. You were trolling us. You were stringing us along. You were doing this the whole time. Because for you, it's just a paycheck. It means nothing to you. In fact, you were recorded saying, and I quote, "I don't really care about He-Man and the Masters Universe, but he's a part of this world." That's what you said. So in your mind, they gave you a paycheck and said, here's He-Man and the Masters Universe property. Do whatever you want to it. And you shit all over it. You shit all over the series. You shit all over the fans. You shit all over Lou Scheimer and his legacy. You shit all over everything. And people will say, "Oh, you guys are man babies. You guys are just fanboys who always say you've ruined my childhood and blah blah blah." And that's what you say about everything. "Oh, you've ruined my childhood." Well, in this case, it's true. Yeah, we do say that a lot. In fact, we say that so much it's damn near become a cliche. Well, guess what? That's because you people keep ruining our fucking childhood. And this did. It did. You killed it. You fucking killed He-Man, you idiot. The main character of the fucking show, you killed him off in the first fucking goddamn 5 minutes of the show. You couldn't wait till maybe the next episode or next season? What the fuck? And you say, "Oh yeah, I'm a fan of the show. I used to watch it when I'd come home from school and blah, blah, blah." Really, Kevin? Really? Really? Because I don't believe you, Kevin. I don't fucking believe you. You're a fucking liar, dude. Everyone knows you're a liar. From point A to point Z, we all know that you're a fucking liar. And that's what really gets me, Kevin. That's what really gets me. Yeah, I have the original series. I can go back and watch it. I don't have to watch this shitty show. You know, I can go back and watch He-Man and the Masters Universe for what it was. I can go back and watch She-Ra for what it was. Those are still out there. Those still exist. And I get that, and that's fine. But you advertise this as for the fans of the show. Mattel greenlit this. They greenlit it, which means they reviewed it. They saw this. They know that you killed off the main fucking character. You know what? He-Man and the Masters Universe for you is just another property that you could shit all over. For us, Kevin, it's much more than that. Much more than that. Lou Scheimer created a legacy. You know, Mattel created the toy, and they wanted toy commercials. Yes. And the show was supposed to be just a 30-minute long toy commercial. But you know what? We didn't see it as a toy commercial, Kevin. We saw it as wonderful, innovative tales. We saw it as magical tales, escapism into different worlds, Kevin. Fantastic adventures of He-Man and his friends, fighting against the evils of Skeletor and his evil minions. And not only that, but other villains as well. Count Marzo and, you know, all of the evil villains that were on the show, the Lou Scheimer legacy that Lou Scheimer built. It may have started out as a toy commercial, but it became so much more. We learned our morals from that show, Kevin. We learned right and wrong. We learned lessons, life lessons, the life lessons of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. There are countless stories out there of people who were little kids growing up, and when they grew up to do things. They became voice actors, artists, animators. People who watched He-Man and the Masters Universe grew up famous comic book writers now, Kevin. Famous comic book writers, famous storyboard artists, famous animators. I said that already, but my goodness, I could go on and on, but so many memories. I can remember so many times picking up a He-Man toy and playing with my cousins. That's how we connected. Yes, we might have moved on and got on to other stuff. And we played with other toys. We had G.I. Joe, you know, Thundercats and wrestlers, LJN, Wrestling Buddies or whatever. Not Wrestling Buddies, but we had other toys, Kevin, sure. But He-Man and the Masters Universe, I can't tell you countless times that me and my cousins bonded over He-Man and the Masters Universe. Do you know how many 8-year-olds, 8 to 11-year-old, ages 5 to 11, let's say 5 to 11, who had birthday parties, countless birthday parties, Kevin. Those are things you can't get back. Countless birthday parties and playtime with their friends. And some of those kids were poor, Kevin. We were poor. We didn't have much, but we had our imagination and we had our toys, Kevin, and we had the cartoon, Kevin. This is stuff that we had. And because of those morals and those values that were taught to us through He-Man and the Masters Universe, let me tell you one story. One story. Real quick. One story. There's countless out there, and I do have another one to share after that, but I'm going straight from the words of Lou Scheimer here. Lou Scheimer tells a story about a little girl, Kevin, whose uncle was molesting her. She was being molested by her uncle, Kevin. And it was because of She-Ra. She was watching an episode of She-Ra. And at the end of the episode, He-Man and She-Ra was on the TV screen. And as they always do, they always have, some kind of moral about drugs or fighting or asking adults permission for this or telling adults about this or that. Well, this very special episode, the message of this episode was, if you've ever been touched in a funny way or a way that made you feel bad or a way that made it feel wrong, to tell somebody, to tell an authority figure like a policeman or your parents or, obviously you don't, something like that. And this little girl who hadn't the courage to come forward before, who had been keeping this a secret all of this time, because of this message from He-Man and She-Ra, she was able to get the courage to come forward against her violator, her molester. Now, I don't remember when he told the story if it was an uncle or, I think it was her uncle. I'm not sure, 100%. But the point is, He-Man and the Masters Universe and She-Ra gave kids courage. It taught them moral ethics. It taught them to be sure of themselves. It gave them so much more than just hours of entertainment. And that's what cartoons did back then in the 80s. Yes, a lot of them were kind of forced. And, you see the G.I. Joe cartoons with the PSAs at the end, which we years later made fun of, pork chop sandwiches, all that stuff. But He-Man and the Masters Universe meant so much to so many people. And I'll give you one more example, Kevin. One more. There was a kid, a little boy, who got sick. I think he had cancer. There's a story here. Hold on. Let me pull up the story. I'll read the article to you, and then I have the video. All right, let's go here. Story. Here's the whole story. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me make sure I'm sharing full screen. There we go. All right, here's the story. Let me show you this, Kevin. A message from He-Man. On a warm afternoon in September 1983, a healthy and happy kindergarten boy sat down in front of a little color television set to watch the day's episode of Super Friends. The TV was turned to KCOP, an independent station that broadcast to the greater Los Angeles area on Channel 13. Much to his surprise, the scheduling had changed. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman did not flash across the screen, embarking on another adventure to save the world. Instead, a prince attired in Renaissance style and green and yellow striped tiger transformed in a flash of lightning and a cloud of smoke into a breathtaking hero and his feline companion before an enormous stone castle with a skull as its front. The boy was instantly captivated. Before the final credits had finished rolling, he was out in his backyard wielding a fallen tree branch like a sword, which all of us often would do, and shouting, "By the power of Grayskull," which we often would do. The boy was me, and this was just the first of two things that would happen over the course of the next year. Well, when I say me, I'm not saying me like it was me. It was this guy that completely changed my whole life. All right, you see a picture of him up here with a rather weird-looking He-Man costume. Look at that face on He-Man. I mean, obviously, I got a better He-Man costume than he does right now, but that's kind of cool. You know, he's meeting his heroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. There's Hordak. I like the Hordak costume. It's really cool. But anyway, and there's the little boy. Big He-Man fan. What's he got there for Christmas? For Christmas. Oh, like many of us did, Kevin, we got Castle Grayskull for Christmas. That's what I got for Christmas. Castle Grayskull. By Christmas of that year, I was utterly obsessed with He-Man's adventures across Eternia. Nothing on TV compared at all with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and my interest in all other cartoons had waned considerably. For Christmas, I really hit the jackpot, knowing that my love of the Filmation animated series, my Uncle Glenn, boggled my 5-year-old mind with a series of action figures and I had never seen and had not even suspected existed. He-Man, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, Stratos, Trapjaw, and Triclops were all mine that year, and for the grand finale, Castle Grayskull itself. Woohoo, man! That's one lucky kid. I didn't even have half of those guys. I had, well, I'm not going to get into what I had, but He-Man and Skeletor were my very first figure. Now, here's one of those birthday parties I was talking about, Kevin. Look at that. Look at that awesome freaking cake right there. It's got Castle Grayskull. And you know what? I remember these plates and these cups and these napkins because I went to some of these birthday parties, Kevin. I went to some of these birthday parties. Anyway, sorry. In February 1984, I turned 6 years old. Here, let me take a sip of my coffee. The party was dominated by all things Masters of the Universe. Thinking creatively, my parents made a Castle Grayskull from paper towel rolls, paper tubes, and construction paper. The top of the cake, they cut out pictures of various Eternian vehicles. Oh, wow, that's cool. From the back covers of the mini comics, which came with the toys attached to them, to toothpicks, parked them outside the castle. See, man, oh, that's just amazing. That's amazing to me. That's cool. Oh my gosh, I'm good. I'm about to cry here, Kevin. Except my tears will be real. They won't be crocodile tears like yours. In April that year, I became very ill and was hospitalized. I can distinctly remember insisting that the nurse put the TV in my room on the right channel. I couldn't miss I couldn't miss He-Man. Okay, maybe it wasn't cancer. Maybe it wasn't. I don't think it was. While there, I received a Battle Cat and a Roton. See, I never really cared too much for the Roton vehicles. From my uncles Jay and Glenn, respectively. These, coupled with my daily dose of Eternian adventures, were the only bright spots in what was interminable confinement to the hospital bed. Oh, check it out, man. Oh, I had that set, dude. The shield and sword. Look at that. Look at that face. Oh, man. Oh, I can't even find that on eBay. I cannot find that on eBay. If anyone knows where I can find this on eBay, please tell me. I would love to have that again. Oh, my gosh. At last, I went home. Over the next months, triggered by an allergic reaction to medication I'd received while being treated, my vision began to deteriorate. By midsummer, I was suffering monstrous headaches, which left me prone for days at a time. My only escape came every weekday afternoon at 4:30. Yeah, He-Man and the Masters Universe gave me something each day to look forward to through the haze of pain. My condition worsened as my immune system turned upon itself, my nervous system and my brain. I was not expecting to live long. So it wasn't cancer, but sounds just as bad as cancer. Oh my goodness. There's a picture of him with She-Ra and Angelica. I can't think of her name for the She-Ra series. By the end of summer of 1984, I was totally blind. I was undergoing all sorts of treatment and I was undergoing all sorts of treatment and testing to try to determine what exactly was happening to me. The doctors couldn't precisely say. It was around this time a small package arrived for me in the mail. My parents had contacted Filmation, the animation studio producing He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and they had decided to send me a cassette tape. I will never forget pressing play on my little cassette recorder and hearing the voice of He-Man, John Irwin, and Cringer, Alan Oppenheimer, speaking to me directly. They offered me their friendship, their best wishes, and greetings from the other residents of the Royal Palace of Eternia. Click here to hear the message. Well, I've got the message. We're going to listen to it, but let's look at all these photographs. These are cool. These costumes. Some of them are kind of cool. There's Man-at-Arms. There's He-Man. That's a good He-Man costume there. Standing in front of Castle Grayskull. But let's read the rest of the article real quick. Some 20 years later, I was contacted by BCI, whatever that is. They were preparing a release of the He-Man and Masters Universe and She-Ra Princess of Power Filmation series on DVD and asked if I'd like to be interviewed for the set. I agreed. The interview was fun. I talked about my lifelong love of the property. You hearing this, Kevin? How I'd collect the vintage and 2000X action figures line, and how the Filmation series had such a tremendous impact on me as a child. I told the story of my illness in the cassette, which had been sent to me by the wonderful folks at Filmation. And then a surprise was sprung on me. Just as the interview was wrapping up, Lou Scheimer, the producer of the animated series, head and founder of Filmation Studios and voice actor of Orko, King Randor, and countless other beloved characters, walked up to me on camera. Oh, hold it together, bro. He remembered the story of the little boy who loved his show and whom he and his crew had given a boost through his trials. Whew. Oh, man, I made it through that. Now, look, now there's He-Man and Man-at-Arms standing with that little boy. And you, Kevin Smith, you can go fuck yourself right now. Right now. Because this property, this is why this means so much to us, Kevin Smith. Now I'm going to play the tape and I'm going to show you what a real man, a real hero, a real He-Man, a real hero sounds like. Do you hear me, Kevin Smith? I know you'll probably never watch this video. You'll probably tell me to go F myself and all this. You'll call me a fanboy. You'll say, oh, you're just some pissed off fanboy and blah, blah, blah. But this property means so much more to us. And then you go and you take a big shit all over it. Here's the tape. Whew, boy.
Hello, Joshua. This is He-Man. Somebody told me how much you enjoyed my adventure stories, so I thought I would send this special tape to you. It's yours to keep and play whenever you like. You know, Joshua, I have a lot of problems here on Eternia, but with the help of my good friends, I'm usually able to work things out. That's the way it is with friends. When everything is fine, well, it's great to have them around, you know, to help share the fun, the good times. But when I have a problem, well, that's when I really need them. It's not that they can always do something, but it sure helps just having them there. Having a friend to talk to. Somebody who really cares about me. Friendship, well, it's a very special thing. And that's why I'm sending you this message. I have a favor to ask. I'd like to be your friend. Well, I'm sure you have a lot of good friends already and a wonderful mother and father who help you work out your problems. But you can always use another friend. I know you can. Besides, I need a friend on your planet Earth. I mean, someone I can count on. Someone who can count on me. So how about it? Joshua and He-Man. Hey, I like the way it sounds. Wait until I tell Orko. Oh, I almost forgot. Orko, Teela, and Man-at-Arms made me promise to say hello to you for them. And they send their very best wishes. As for Cringer, well, he wanted to tell you himself. Cringer? Cringer? Come over here, Cringer. Now Joshua's listening to us.
Oh, Joshua, nice to meet you.
All right, Cringer. You know, it's time for us to go and time for you to become Battle Cat so we can find out what Skeletor is up to.
If you don't mind, I'd rather stay here and talk to Joshua.
No, come on, Cringer. Sorry. Sorry, you old fraidy cat, but we do have to go. Well, Joshua, we're off for another adventure. I've sure enjoyed talking with you, and I hope we can do it again soon. But for now, I'll leave you with these words. So long, friend.
There you go. Yeah. See? You know, that is what He-Man and the Masters Universe. That goes to show you. And my walls. That goes to show you the love that we have for this product. It's not just a product. It's more than just a product. These run deep. These waters run deep. That's what I was trying to say. These waters run deep. And for you to take it and just shit all over it the way you did, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. And yeah, we have our memories still. You didn't take that away from us. And to hell with Mattel. Mattel for turning on its fans. And by the way, who do you think buys the toys for our kids? And if this is not a children's cartoon and it's geared towards adults, what adults you think are watching this? Who the hell is this show for again? Huh? If it's not a show for the original fans, it's a show for people in their 20s and 30s who enjoyed what? The 2000X series? They're not going to love this show. Well, you've killed He-Man, brother. You've killed He-Man. You and Filmation, or not Filmation, sorry. You and Mattel and Netflix all killed He-Man. Congratulations. And, like I said at the beginning, you had some good ideas. And those flashbacks were great. The flashbacks should have been the show. Why couldn't you make those the show? And what the hell was up with Merman's voice? Merman sounds like this. He doesn't sound like a normal person. I mean, come on. Do some coaching. The hell kind of voice director did you hire anyway? And Skeletor. Skeletor sounds like the Joker. I'm sorry. I love Mark Hamill to death. And I love his Joker. And I love him as Luke Skywalker. But damn it, man. He sucks as Skeletor. Sucks as Skeletor. That's not Skeletor. This is Skeletor, you boob. I am the mighty Skeletor, the Lord of Destruction. And you have successfully done what I've been trying to do for decades. You've killed He-Man. And I'm not going to stand for it. You stupid buffoon. How dare you come into this world and say you're a fan of He-Man? Oh, I'm Kevin Smith. I am a fan of He-Man. You're not a fan of He-Man. You're a worse enemy than even I am. And that's the truth. That is the truth. That is the outward truth. Well, I've been talking for a very long time now, and I think it's time to end this broadcast. I just want to say for everyone out there watching, there are a lot of things out there far more important than He-Man and the Masters Universe, and I do realize that. But I just want everybody to know what He-Man and the Masters Universe means to me and a lot of fans. That it's not just some corporate property. It's not just some toy commercial. It's not to be shit all over like, I don't know, like Rugrats or SpongeBob or any of those things. Anyway, Until next time, this is Hebro77 saying, honestly, I don't even know how to end this one. If you like Kevin Smith's Revelations, then by all means, watch it and whatever. I highly recommend against it. It's a horrible show. It's boring. It doesn't stay true to the source material. It's a piece of, it's ass garbage. And Kevin Smith is a liar. Straight up. He punked Clownfish TV, and Clownfish TV was right the whole time. So go watch the show, guys. Go ahead and watch it. As I said before, I don't know who the hell this show was made for. It was made for Kevin Smith and his friends to laugh at, I guess. It certainly wasn't made to sell toys, because if you're trying to sell toys, you failed miserably. First of all, you ain't even got Teela in the toy line yet. So if your main character is Teela in this one, you should have put Teela in as the first toy. Why didn't you put Teela as the first toy? That's weird. Weird. You're weird, Kevin Smith. You know he was going to make a Superman movie that had a giant spider in it. And he was going to kill Superman in that one as well. He's going to kill... Kevin Smith just has something against superheroes, I guess. He just wants to kill all superheroes. Anyway. That does it for me. If you like what you see, please comment and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody. Go fuck yourself, Kevin Smith.